You are overseeing a construction project for a new office building which is expected to be completed in 12 months. The client wants to start using available section of the building as soon as they are safe and functional. Even if the entire building is not completed, what approach should you adopt? So the question is giving indication that we planned a predictive life cycle project with a 12 months of delivery line. And probably after few floors are ready, the client wants to start using it and not to wait for the whole project to finish. And it is asking what is the best idea for the project manager. Our idea depends upon what are the four options. So let's look at the options here. Option A, explain the client to wait until the entire building is complete as planned. So, in general, this is not a great idea because I am not encouraging the clients to innovate and think delivering business value early. Our process or our task clearly tells that we should have an urgency towards delivering the business value. And we also have a task which talks about that we should manage the changes in our project approaches. So it is something I need to deal with rather than saying no. I need to look at this particular option. In the PMP exam, do remember whenever some suggestion comes, you are open. You are open to listen. It doesn't mean that you will agree to them. You will just follow it, but you need to listen, evaluate, analyze, and then come up with some conclusion. So straight rejection is not a great idea. So option A is out of the possible answer. Option B, hand over individual floors immediately after their safety inspections. Now, option B is a candidate option because it is focusing on incremental value delivery. It is focusing on giving attention to business value delivery. The only challenge option B has is that it is just following what client said. And as a project manager, I'm not involving other aspects. There could be pollution aspect, there could be a compliance aspect, there could be other overall costing impact of such kind of handing over of a floor. It is just not limited to the idea of safety and usability. There could be other aspects as well. So but it's a candidate option. If I don't have anything good, I can go with B. Option C, review the idea of incremental delivery with the integrated change control group to cover all aspects of the project. Great idea. Now, sometimes you think integrated change control, it's like a bureaucratic stuff. Don't think like that. Think like that, yes, we need to involve all the respective parties. We need to think end to end. Maybe the floor is usable, floor is safe, but since we are working on the next floor, it is creating a lot of noise and vibration, which may not be desirable for the people who are using the floor. We need to handle a lot of materials which might disturb the occupants of that particular floor. So we need to see various aspects. Yeah, there could be a client or compliance or safety or other aspects as well, which needs to be considered. And in the form of integrated change control, we are looking at that. And then we will recommend what are the possible packages, not necessarily as soon as the floor gets over, but we may need to identify maybe minimum this much is needs to be done so that we can deliver it. We identify the minimum business increment for this particular building which can be used and released. So option C is great idea till now. Yeah. Option D, ask the client to accept the change of a project life cycle from predictive to hybrid. So that is happening. So the predictive life cycle is probably getting changed to hybrid. But even if I create that acceptance, but that is not taking care of my basic problem, which is explained in the question. The question is looking for, can we deliver these things incrementally? And I says, yeah, you changed your project life cycle. After that, what? So maybe indirectly, yes, it is a true statement in a way, but may not be addressing our concern. And option C is already giving us great answer. So we will go with option C. I see this particular task is touching two tasks of exam content outline. The task one of process domain, talking about evaluate project with urgency required to deliver business value. That is getting addressed indirectly. It is talking about assess opportunity to deliver value incrementally. So whenever I get an idea, I definitely need to look forward to deliver the value incrementally. So that's indirectly touched in this particular question. This question is also touching the task 10 of the process domain, which is focusing on manage project changes. It's a change. It's a change of one-time delivery to incremental delivery. So we need to determine the strategy to handle these kind of changes, and we need to have a proper process to ensure that these changes are taken care. So taking care of anticipating and taking care of the change with the help of change management practices is something is also tested in this particular question. I do see most of you voted for option C. I'm sure you might have your different reasons of selecting the option C, but whatever is the reason, option C looks great to me as well. We can also look at from acknowledge, analyze, act sequence. So the option C is more fitting into the analyze space. I acknowledge your request, I am analyzing it, and then I will act on it. Whereas option B was direct action. Yeah, the option A was also direct action, and the question may not be giving, as of now, this question is not giving us clear cut idea to act. It is giving us a space to analyze, and that's why we are going with option C here.